Welcome back, it's Phaedra, and this is one of my favourite views. I love overlooking our cute little town just here. Our property is just at the base of those hills over the back there, and you can see the autumn is kicking in. The leaves are starting to turn, the flowers are starting to fade, and soon we'll have a whole different lot of flowers. I'm cleaning up this edge by hand because if I come through with a whippersnipper, it's going to rip up the edges of that weed mat and I don't want to wreck it. I'm actually building a planter box for the ranunculus and I've been able to salvage these old pine sleepers. Good morning. I feel like today is a good day for a good day. I'm working on that project. It's kind of been a cool solution to two jobs that I wanted to get done. So this old veggie patch, I needed to pull it all apart. We need to remove the soil, mow it all down, flatten it out, and just let the grass regrow just so we can have our lawn back. So that's here. And I also want to build planter boxes to go along the, you can't really see it, propagation tunnel. As you've seen, I've pulled all of those out. I have a bit of a mess out here. But last night, my daughter and we measured everything out and trimmed everything. So everything's the same length. And I'm going to screw them together this morning. And the plan is to then move them over here so that the planter boxes will run all the way along the side of this tunnel. So that is a project I want to get done today. And the plan is to put the ranunculus, well, not all of them, some of them. It's about 4 square meters worth of flowers that I can fit in there. So it's not a very big dent in our ranunculus population. So I'll pop them in there. That's going to look really cute. And what I'll do is I'll plant, because it's almost up to the time where we want to start sprouting the ranunculus. So I'm going to get the corms in and then I'm going to put pansies and violas on top. So we've got a really nice display over winter. And then as the weather starts to warm up, the ranunculus should come through. So that's the plan. But right now what I need to do is quickly go out, pick some flowers for the servo. I need to go and stock them up again. Got my bucket ready. Got my hat. Here's the garden. It's starting to cool off, so things are slowing down. Tomorrow I have a friend who's asked if she can come out with a couple of her friends and do a picking morning. A picking morning with her friends as a birthday thing that they're doing. So I said, yeah, that's fine. I have let them know I'm a bit light on flowers because we've switched over beds. Sunflowers I thought might have been ready, but they're not even close. Zinnias probably not. It's probably not quite the experience they were hoping for, but what's happened is they had been going to go to another farm, a U-pick farm, and it turns out it's going to be closed. So I said, yeah, come out and they can play around out here. I probably should go through and deadhead first. actually looks pretty good. For some sleepers that are around 12 years old, 10, 12 years old, have already lived a life as two different things. This is like their third purpose. So they're kind of a bit wonky and warped and they're not perfect. I think it looks pretty good. I do plan to come along here with a stapler and just staple that bit of weed mat up, because I don't want the grass to go in under, and it does grow pretty quick. Like, I probably can't keep on top of this fast enough. Like, as you can see here, it's gonna get in there. And I've just stabilized them with some scraps of timber. I can't wait, it's gonna look so good. I'm gonna have to go and buy some trailer loads of soil though. I was delusionally thinking I could go and buy bags of nice potting mix at Bunnings. Pretty sure I'd need a pallet or more. Anyway, that'll sit there for a little bit now. I don't know how long until I get things planted out, but it looks cute. I've had my shower and I've just remembered I haven't made the flowers for the servo, and I need to make these right now and get them down there. Nearly 3:05, and I've got to leave here 25 past. So let's go and see if I can do these. My stuff. Look, doing pretty good. Alright, we've got our trailer load of poo and we're going to put it in here, but first we're going to fill it with some logs so it's not so deep. On a good day I can't even back the car, so I feel like I've done good. Anyway, we've got some nice juicy poo. Well, it's not that juicy, it's pretty composted actually. We're picking up sticks. I've very underestimated how long this is going to take. So we're going to fill it up with as many sticks as we can, fill it up with the new compost, because there's lots of flower stems and stuff, and then do a mix of poo and soil. I sneezed. Do you want me to go get that saw thing?
Hey?
You want me to go get the saw?
No.
Hercules!
Yeah, you can grab the saw.
Not Hercules.
In the van.
So we just bought a real cheap one. It's organic. Well, it's got organic potting mix. I can't be sure that the rest is organic, to be honest. It's got a wetting agent, some fertilizer and some trace elements. It won't be amazing, but we've got the horse poo and this is a big planter.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually looks all right. Looking very good. The soil's actually pretty nice, and you can't really see where I've mixed the poo in. Imagine them filled with ranunculus. The ranuncles will come up in spring, and because it's another location, this one's in more shade, it will also help succession the ranuncles, but there is a chance I won't cut these ones. We'll just look at them. And then over winter, I'll have probably petunias germinating and growing. And then when the ranuncles are finished, put the petunias in for the summer. So that's the plan. I hope it works out. I might also put a few, maybe dichondra or maybe even a prostrate rosemary, a couple of those along the front just to add a bit of something draping. Next job, I need to go and wake up these ranunculus corms. And if you remember from last season, the ones that I grew from seed, I left them in their seed trays as the little tiny plants. And it was an experiment. What I've done is I've just stored the entire tray with the dirt and everything. And they've been stored dry. I didn't let them get wet. And I'm going to try and wake those up. And if that's the case, that will be a very easy, even quicker way to grow ranunculus from seed with a lot less messing around, because that first year the corms are so tiny, I didn't really want to plant them out and then lift them again. So what I did was I grew these ranunculus in the trays. So I grew the seed in these trays. I let them sit in these trays as little tiny plants. They were pretty small for the season. And then when they died off, I just stored them over in my shelf. So now that we're back to autumn, I'm getting these out and I'm going to start waking them up in the trays and sprout them in there and then plant them out as the little plants. So this is their second year and they'll be a little bit bigger. These are the corms that I already had. I haven't cleaned them up or anything yet. What I'm going to trial this year is I'm going to plant all those corms out. It's still a little bit hot. Ranunculus will germinate under 20 degrees. The corms will wake up a little bit warmer, but if you're starting from seed, you need under 20 degrees. But for us, we're still sort of 25 degrees and higher. It's still a little bit warm. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to plant these out in the field while it's still a little bit too warm for them. And I'm not going to water anything, just leave them sitting in the soil. If it rains, it rains. It'll just be like they've been left in the soil, just like sometimes you leave ranunculus and they just sprout when they're ready. So that's what we're going to do. Once the temps start getting low enough, we'll start watering those rows and they will just come up as normal. Now we have a lot of corms, so I'm not too worried if we lose some. I mean, we're not a massive farm. It's not like we've got a whole paddock of ranunculus, but I am always looking for ways to make the system easier. And last year we didn't pre-sprout our ranuncles and they sprouted fine. So that is what I'm working on.